The Telangana State Police has filed a closure report in the high-profile case surrounding the tragic death of University of Hyderabad PhD scholar Rohith Vemula, absolving key figures including then Secunderabad MP Bandaru Dattatreya, MLC N Ramachander Rao, Vice Chancellor Appa Rao and ABVP leaders and Minister Smriti Irani. The report to be presented in Telangana High Court claims Rohith wasn't a scheduled caste member and suggested he died fearing exposure of his real caste identity. Shockingly, it alleges family's caste certificates were forged, lacking concrete evidence. Interestingly, the report comes 4 months after the Congress government came into power in Telangana. The closing report has been released just 10 days before Telangana votes for the Lok Sabha polls on May 13. In order to protect the rights to education and dignity for the scheduled caste, scheduled tribes and other backward classes and minorities, Congress even backed the Justice for Vermula campaign in 2016. Hello and welcome, this is Akanksha and you're watching HW News English. Rahul Gandhi, the Congress leader, even made this promise to implement a Rohith Vemula Act to safeguard the right to education and dignity for the SC, ST, OBC and minorities. Rahul Gandhi also extended an invitation to Rohith's mother, Radhika Vemula, to become a member of the Congress during his recent Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra. Let's discuss who was Rohith Vemula. Rohith Chakravarti Vemula was a promising PhD scholar at the University of Hyderabad. Tragically, he took his own life on January 17 in 2016. His death ignited a firestorm of protest and condemnation across India, with many alleging systematic discrimination against Dalits in Indian universities. The circumstances leading to Vemula's suicide are deeply troubling. It all began in July 2015 when the university ceased paying his monthly stipend of Rs 25,000, sparking claims from his friends that he was targeted for his activism in the Ambedkar Students Association. Despite university officials denying any wrongdoing and attributing to delay paperwork, an inquiry was launched against Vemula and 4 other ASA members in August, just days after they were accused of assaulting a leader of ABVP. Pressure mounted when, in August, BJP MP and Union Minister Bandaru Dattatreya wrote to HRD Minister, urging action and claiming that Hyderabad University has in past become a den of casteist, extremist and anti-national politics. Despite a series of back and forths, the university ultimately suspended Vemula and associates in September, a decision that was upheld in December. After the confirmation of suspension, Vemula committed suicide on January 17 in 2016. His death sparked protest and outrage across India and gained widespread media attention as the case was state-sponsored discrimination against Dalits in Indian universities. The closure report predominantly addresses Vemula's caste location rather than the circumstances of his death. Despite the fact the case was primarily registered under the Section 306, Abetment to Suicide, of the Indian Penal Code and pertinent parts of the SC/ST Prevention of Atrocities (POA) Act. The report states, no one is responsible for his death and there is no evidence or any fact or circumstance available on the record which drag him to commit suicide. According to the closure report, Rohith's mother obtained the SC certificate for him and he was aware that he does not belong to the scheduled caste. According to statement, Rohith might have been afraid that if this were come to light, he would lose his academic credentials and might face legal action. As per the wire reports, Radhika Vemula has consistently insisted that she belongs to the SC Mala caste and was brought up by a domestic worker by an OBC Vadara family since she was a young girl. Mani Kumar, Rohith's father, was a member of Vadera community as well. He left Radhika and the kids when he learned that she was a Dalit. The report also claims that Rohith killed himself because he had his own problems and was not happy with worldly affairs, clearing political figures and university administration, including the Vice Chancellor Appa Rao, whose students had launched a lawsuit against him. The report holds Rohith accountable for seeming to be involved in more student political issues in campus rather than studies, in addition to his excellent academic record. He most likely would have written in precise terms or made statements or indication if he had been upset with the university's decision. However, he did not follow a suit. It shows that the circumstances prevailing in the university at the time were not the reason for Rohith's death. The report continues. These judgments have been made in spite of the fact that Rohith wrote a sarcastic letter to Appa Rao, which sharply criticized the administration for Dalit students were treated. Please serve 10 mg of sodium azide to all the students at the time of admission with directions to use when they feel like reading Ambedkar. Supply a nice robe to the rooms for all the Dalit students from the companion, the great warden, and added that pupils who were similar to him should have access to euthanasia. The closure report also mentions that Radhika Vemula, Rohith's mother, was asked by the investigation officer if she was willing to undergo a DNA test to determine her caste location. She remained silent when asked about whether she is willing to undergo a DNA test to compare with the samples of her family members to determine whether they were biologically related to her or not. The reports read further. It also further argues that no one of the punishment prescribed in the university disciplinary rules was also expulsion of Rohith and other leaders of the Ambedkar Student Association from their dorms. The guidelines in question are in keeping with the clause protector 9.1 and 9.2 of the Statutes of University of Hyderabad. Apart from their classroom, libraries, academic seminars and university administration had mandated students could not enter the administration building, hostels or other public areas. They were also not allowed to vote in student elections in order to prevent them from committing further disturbance in administrative block in the name of protest. But as of now, neither the central leadership nor the Telangana Congress have commented any comment on the closure report. Leaders of Ambedkar Student Association and Rohith Vemula family, including his mother Radhika, declined to comment until the court hearing on Friday. What are your thoughts on the closure reports? Do let us know in the comments. Till then, keep watching HW News English and download our app HW News Shorts for the latest news and updates.
Stay ahead with our cutting-edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.